The soy really comes through. It really rounds all the flavors in the Kinilaw. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cookin with Tea. And on today's episode, we're gonna be getting into SoulPhil's signature Kinilaw with Kikkoman soy sauce. So for those of you that don't know, SoulPhil is my pop-up restaurant where I celebrate my heritage through Filipino soul food fusion, and I like to take flavors that are nostalgic to me, that I grew up eating and loving, and Kikkoman is definitely a childhood nostalgic staple in my household, period. So it is a no-brainer that I had to add a little bit of Kikkoman soy sauce into my Kinilaw base. So a Kinilaw is essentially the Philippines crudo ceviche. We go in with a little bit of vinegar. We're gonna add some fish sauce, some ginger, some shallot, some garlic, some chili, a little bit of coconut milk, and of course, last but not least, Kikkoman's gluten-free Tamari soy sauce. All right, let's get into it. So first things first, we're gonna add a little bit of coconut milk into the bowl. I absolutely love a Kinilaw. It is super fresh, it's light, it's delicious. It really highlights all of the simplicity and all the flavors of a crudo. So I have a little bit of coconut milk going in here. I also have a half a cup of some cane vinegar inside, as well as a little splash of coconut vinegar. I'm also gonna be putting in a little bit of fish sauce, and then we're gonna be adding in some bird's eye chili, as well as a little bit of shallot to the mix. I love shallots. You could use purple onions, you could use whatever you really wanna get into. I also have a mixture of ginger and garlic going in to the vibe as well. We're gonna give this a little mix. So traditionally, Kinilaw does not typically call for soy, but I don't do anything traditionally. As you know, at SoulPhil, we like to blend Filipino and soul food flavors together. So I can't have anything without a little splash of some umami, and that's where Kikkoman's Tamari soy sauce comes into play. We're gonna add the soy. I like to add a little bit in there, you know what I'm saying? Just because it adds for some flavor. And I mean, look at the color. The color completely just looks so much more gorgeous and vibrant, and we love colors over here on Cookin with Tea and at SoulPhil, so you already know the vibes. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little taste. That's bomb. The soy sauce really just kind of helps round all of the flavors out and ties everything together. It helps pull in the notes from the coconut a little bit better because of the saltiness. The vinegar is completely balanced. So shout out to the gluten-free soy sauce for that. Now that our Kinilaw base is ready to go, I'm just gonna transfer it into some deli cups. Now that our Kinilaw base is sitting, it's developing flavors, you wanna do this first, get it out the way so the flavors continue to heighten and marry and become super flavorful umami bomb, okay? So now we're gonna get into breaking our fish down because you cannot have a Kinilaw without fish. We're gonna be going in with a hamachi for today's Kinilaw. I love a hamachi. It's super meaty, super fleshy. So you wanna make sure you kind of cut the collar off. I personally love a hamachi collar, and it's the perfect snack, like for the line, and honestly, marinating these in soy sauce, so freaking bomb. A little soy, a little sugar, a little ginger, so good, and just roast it. We're gonna cut the fish right down the middle, just like this. And then we're gonna remove the skin. I like to snip off a little piece at the end so that I have enough to pull on. So it kind of helps me like glide the knife right under what we need. And you just kind of want to wiggle and pull the skin, just like this. And you've removed the skin from a piece of the fish you want to use. And I also like to remove the bloodline of the fish a bit, so I am gonna cut down this little piece right here. So now that I have some of the bloodline removed off of the fish, I'm gonna go ahead and begin to slice our fish into tiny little slices for our Kinilaw. Nice manageable bite-sized pieces. Gorgeous. So to build our Kinilaw, we like to go in with a Kinilaw foam that we take this base with, and we add some air into it, and it pretty much turns into this beautiful Kinilaw puree here that we have. And then we're gonna go into seasoning our beautiful fish. When curating this recipe, I really wanted to highlight the flavors of the Philippines and bring in that like comforting Southern flavor as well. And that being said, I grew up off Kikkoman soy sauce, and there was just no way that I wasn't gonna add a little bit of soy into my Kinilaw. And you know the vibes, I don't really do anything traditionally ever. So I think it is the perfect Kinilaw recipe out there, just saying. So I add a little bit of fish, add a little bit of salt to the fish, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start to plate here. There's no rhyme or rhythm to the way that I'm really placing the fish. Nice healthy portion. Recently, while I was in the Philippines eating Kinilaw and cooking and doing all the things like that, I actually made a Kinilaw recipe with one of my friends, and I put soy sauce in it, and he was just like, why do you put soy sauce in your Kinilaw? I was like, because why wouldn't I put soy sauce in everything? Hello? So let's take this beautiful Kinilaw base that we have here, and we're just gonna go ahead and cover the fish with it. You wanna make sure the fish is literally like kind of swimming in this gorgeous, beautiful sauce that we just made. It needs it, it really needs it. I mean, we put all the love into it, might as well go ahead and let it shine. So right now, this is pretty much like our Philippine flavors in this Kinilaw base. But of course, what we do at SoulPhil is incorporate a little blend of both of the worlds. And this is our blackened spice chili crisp. So think like garlicky chili crisp, but Southern. And it has a beautiful blend of spices, and it's absolutely divine and delicious. And we're gonna just pour this all throughout our beautiful dish here. And when people go in to take a bite of that beautiful Kinilaw, the spice kind of just like pops on the back end, and it's really nice. It really complements the Thai chili. And then a really big commonality in Southern and Filipino cuisine is actually the produce. Really high, dry climates. We get things like okra, and in the Philippines, we love okra as well as down south. So here at SoulPhil, we do a little okra pickle, and I like to just place a little bit here and there. 100, absolutely couldn't deny that this is the classic SoulPhil Kinilaw. Are you kidding me? I have a little bit of avocado here. I like to cut our avocado in half and just slice it like this in like obliques. And then of course we're gonna season it with a little bit of fresh lemon and lime juice, as well as a pinch of salt. So we're gonna take our avocado, quintessential Californian ingredient, avocado, hello, is a must. Add a few pieces of avocado here and there. Another common ingredient in the Philippines as well as the South is sweet potato. So for some textural element, we like to have a few little sweet potato fries. And then last but not least, we're gonna add our garnishes. So we have a mixture of some cilantro as well as some edible flowers. I mean, this is gorgeous. It's killer, it's absolutely delicious. The flavors are all there. Now that our Kinilaw is plated, it's absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna go in for a test, obviously. So we're gonna take a little spoon. You wanna make sure, the whole point of this is to get that sauce on the spoon. Like, hello? The perfect bite. Avocado, little Kinilaw base. Did I make that? It's so freaking good. Like, the soy really comes through. It really rounds all the flavors in the Kinilaw. Perfect amount of umami, perfect amount of salt and depth. Oh my God, this is absolutely delicious. The flavor is so deep. There's so much layering in this Kinilaw base, and it literally took less than 10 minutes to make this sauce. It's super easy, super approachable, absolutely delicious, and a way to wow any guests. So freaking bomb. Yum! Recipe down below. Yo, this is drinkable. 10 on 10. You want a bite?